Welcome to Volume 3 of Social Magazine, Sacramento Edition. Capital City Stories. Trends. People. Business. This is Social Magazine Sacramento Reflections. Inside, an exclusive interview with Joshua Wood Sr. Who knew? Also in this issue, our conversation with the CEO of Sac12, plus a look ahead at 2025. We dive into adapting in the digital age, explore historic Sacramento, and ask what's next for our city. Don't miss eats and treats and so much more in this issue of Social Magazine. Page 2. Joshua Wood Sr., co-founder and chief executive officer of KozPure Development. Sacramento knows the Wood name. This is the story of Joshua Wood Sr., the developer who turns ideas into landmarks. The man in the mirror. Page 3. Look closer. He is a builder. From early leadership to key wins, Joshua Wood Sr. has been shaping how Sacramento grows. Today, alongside his partners and through KozPure Development, he is building the next chapter. The man in the mirror is not a mystery. Partnerships that drive vision into reality. Joshua Wood Sr. believes success is never a solo act. His approach has always been simple. Surround yourself with people who share the vision, put in the work, and make it real. Through KozPure Development, those partnerships are shaping what comes next for Sacramento. Page 4. How the story found us. Sometimes stories find you. For Social Magazine, it happened at the Sac12 event with Shaquille O'Neal and Mike Bibby. I had my camera raised, thinking I was shooting Sacramento State's president. The resemblance was uncanny. When the moment was right, I walked up and asked, "Doctor?" He smiled and said, "No, that's my twin." That was the moment I realized we weren't just looking at another guest, we were looking at the story. Joshua Wood Sr. wasn't on the program. He wasn't behind the mic. But his fingerprints were all over the city, and most people didn't even know it. Joshua and Shaquille O'Neal. His fingerprints were all over the city. Page 5. Roots. Every story starts somewhere. For Joshua Wood Sr., it began in McCloud, California, a mountain town near Mount Shasta. Joshua was raised in a foster family that welcomed more than 350 children over the years. It was a house full of personalities, challenges, and lessons. That's where he learned resilience, faith, and the value of showing up for others. Those early years shaped the foundation for everything that came later. They taught him to adapt quickly, lead with empathy, and work harder than anyone else in the room. Page 6. Lessons in leadership. By the time Joshua reached Sacramento State, the foundation was already there. The lessons he learned at home, resilience, faith, and hard work, carried with him. To make college possible, he stayed in his car. For Joshua, it wasn't a setback, it was strategy. A way to invest in himself and keep moving forward. In 2005, students elected him as student body president, while his twin brother, Luke, became vice president. It was the first time siblings led together. Their next move was decided by a simple coin flip. That experience confirmed what his childhood had already taught him. Leadership isn't about titles or spotlight, it's about uniting people and delivering results. Page 7. Beyond the spotlight. Making things happen. In 2011, Joshua co-founded Region Business, a coalition created to unite industries, construction, hospitality, tech, and more. He quickly earned a reputation. Polite and professional in every room, but relentless in getting results. In 2011, Joshua co-founded Region Business, a group that brings industries and leaders together to back projects that grow Sacramento. His role was pulling people into the same room, finding common ground, and keeping things moving. He cut through red tape and pushed forward projects many thought would never happen. It was never about attention. It was always about results. Page 8. Sacramento. A win for all. The Golden One Center proved that Sacramento could think big and deliver. When the project faced heavy opposition, Joshua and his team at Region Business went to work. They organized support, built coalitions, and helped clear the path to approval. Today, the arena is the heart of downtown, home to the Kings, major concerts, and community milestones. For me, it's personal. On May 18, 2024, my birthday, I graduated inside Golden One Center. On that stage, I shook hands with Dr. Luke Wood, Joshua's twin brother and president of Sacramento State. Two brothers, both leaders in their own right, connected in the same building Joshua helped make possible. One led the ceremony. The other made the building possible. Together, they remind us that Sacramento's future is shaped by people willing to lead in different ways. Page 9. Ghost Mall. Empty for years before, the Elk Grove site was transformed into Sky River Casino. Page 10. The people who built it. Credit where it's due. Behind every landmark are the people who made it real. For Sky River Casino, that means the Wilton Rancheria tribe, the construction crews, and the community that stood behind the vision. Joshua's role was building coalitions and momentum, but it was the workers who poured the concrete, wired the lights, and brought the doors to life. When Sky River opened in 2022, it wasn't just the launch of a casino. It was the celebration of thousands of jobs, new opportunity, and proof that Sacramento can deliver on bold ideas. Page 11. Joshua Wood Sr., co-founder and chief executive officer of KozPure Development. Shaping Sacramento's landmarks. Page 12. Botanical Bliss. From McCloud to Sacramento, Joshua Wood Sr. has carried the same values, faith, grit, and hard work. His story isn't about chasing headlines. It's about staying humble, approachable, and focused on the people around him. After spending time with Josh, I can see exactly why he is so successful. He's genuine. He listens. He doesn't brag, and the work speaks for itself. The Golden One Center and Sky River Casino are proof of that. With KozPure Development, he's preparing for the next big project. Dennis J. Henderson, Chief Executive Officer, Social, LLC. Thank you for watching this story. At Social Magazine, we believe Sacramento deserves stories like this, stories about our people, our places, and our future. We need your support to keep these voices alive. Press the support button and secure your spot on our list of sponsors. Want more information? Visit our page to learn how you can get involved. Social Magazine is a disabled-owned business. We are your community. We are your voice. With your support, we can keep telling Sacramento's stories together.